am Commander Shepard and my pronouns are they, them. My class is fluid. Hey, don't look at me like that or I'll flick my fake eyelashes in your face, and depending on my mood swings, I can either be an engineer or a tank. Hit the like button and subscribe, because I remember being told if you don't like it, don't buy it, which is the best and the only economically sane advice I've ever got from a wokey. Now folks, the only way I can really describe this is that the DEI idea was like the Titanic and the iceberg at the same time, and we were the birds just flying over and all over it. Listen to me, if you appeal to less than 0.001% of the population, then you should be ready for 0.001% of the population. Now guys, today has been a rough day for the BioWare staff, so I need all of you to prepare the world's smallest violin for the last remaining employees who can be seen screeching like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Because the makers of Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Jade Empire, and other used to be great IPs have announced they're finally getting rid of the blow and dead weight. You know, when I read this blog post, I got more and more upset, because if you don't want to exist anymore as a company, you know what, that's fine. But do not tarnish our beloved game franchises on your way out. Now, this long blog post can be summarized as, here at BioWare, we realized that making a game about one of our employees' personal baggage was not a good idea. I mean, this blog post was a combination of corpo speak and sweet, sweet corpo tears, which is why I need to read all of it. So here we go. Today, we are turning towards the future and preparing the next chapter of BioWare's story. As announced in August 2023, we are changing how we build our games. It's a shame you can't change that smelly armpit stench that wafts its way through the BioWare building, because all of you smell like shit. Anyway, look, to meet the needs of our upcoming projects and hold ourselves accountable to the highest quality standard. Really, you guys hold yourselves to the highest quality standard now that Dragon Age the Veilguard has been released. Which, by the way, I thought that was a massive success. It's funny how Veilguard was touted like this great accomplishment by EA, even though they fired everybody and just abandoned it. You know, I can't help but think that Veilguard was probably the worst of all of their ups. The amount of damage Veilguard did to Dragon Age as a whole, I mean, we literally waited 10 years for this game. I mean, how anyone at BioWare could think that this garbage would be met with high praise, I mean, we may truly never know. I mean, I want a refund just for watching the cringe on YouTube, and I didn't even buy the game. I mean, the people behind Veilguard should never be anywhere near any other projects ever. I mean, that was the equivalent of giving thousands of dollars to a 4th grade class to make a play. We all know the more money you give them, the worse it's gonna be. They're 4th graders. That's how you gotta look at people who work at BioWare. Anyway, a core team at BioWare is developing the next Mass Effect game under the leadership veterans of the original trilogy, including Mike Gamble, Preston Walalala, Derek Watts, Parrish Lee, and others. Now this might actually be a good thing. Maybe somebody at the original games will say, you know what, let's make a 180 and go back to what the gamers actually want. I doubt it, but who knows, one can hope, in keeping with our fierce commitment into innovating. During the development and delivery of Mass Effect, we have challenged ourselves to think deeply about delivering the best experience to our fans. We are taking this opportunity between full development cycles to reimagine how we work at BioWare. Now, the thing is, I'd give so much more grace to this company if they just came right out and said, we messed up bad. We fired the people responsible for that diabolical bullshit, and we won't do that ever again. Please just give us another chance to entertain you. That's all you need to write. We don't need this diatribe of corpo speak. Given this stage of development, we don't require support for the full studio. We have incredible talent here at BioWare, and we have worked oh so diligently to make sure that we have no balls whatsoever. No, okay, I just added that there. Over the past few months to match many of our colleagues with other teams over at EA that had open roles that were strong fit. Today, the news will see BioWare become a more agile, focused studio. Now, I'm gonna stop you right there, BioWare. See, I used to work for a company that said the words agile and more focus. That irrefutably means that there were definitely layoffs and firing. I mean, they use those phrases an awful lot where I used to work, which generally meant that a ton of managers were fired and they shrunk down different departments down. Now, is this a good thing? You know what? I don't know. Because even though, yes, they have a new Mass Effect game with some of the original people who were there, it's still not the same team who made the original trilogy, because that team is making a game called Exodus, which is what Mass Effect 4 should have been. So the only people who deserve props are you, the gamers, who actually voted with your wallets. Because you corrected the issues in the industry. You are heroes in my eyes. When I saw that Veilguard completely bombed, I had a massive erection. But if this core BioWare group is actually trying to distance themselves from the Veilguard developers, then that would actually be a step in the right direction, but that's yet to be seen. And on that bombshell, Manix out.